Exclamation, everybody, and welcome to Card Hunters. This is a free-to-play game. It has been out on Steam for a while. It's actually been on my list of things to play for quite some time and do a video on, and I'm just now getting around to it. It is by Blue Manchu, and it's an RPG with a heavy card mechanic to it, where every action you can take is based on a deck of cards. Your weapons and armor that you equip give you different cards, access to different cards, and all those get shuffled. And it's turn-based, and it has a very aesthetically looks very similar to pen and paper RPGs. You know, your old Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that. Everything's works out in modules. You can see that I've already gone through the first module, this first adventure, and also the prologue, or whatever you want to call it, where they actually start you out as a level 30 guy, and there's a little bit of story there, and then they reset you back to level 1. So all that said, because I've gone through this first adventure, I have a party already. As you're going along here, you start to get a party and various adventures. If I actually look at where we're at right now, you'll start to see some of my party. So I've got a warrior, human warrior, and the words you can actually, it looks like you can change their names. I just did a random generation, whatever the random generation gave me. So that's why the names are kind of slightly epic and weird at the same time. So I got a human warrior. You can see here's all the cards I have access to, because I've got this kobold killer. So that's all the that's one of my weapons. You can see all the cards that gave me, like an overswing, a bludgeon, and so on and so forth. And if I look at some of these cards, you can see discard your oldest card when you play this, and this is 3 damage and 1 range, and all that stuff here. It's common. It tells you the rarity of the cards, all that stuff. This one is common as well. It's melee crushing and all that stuff. So you kind of see where that goes. And then your sword is, or shield, I should say, you know, weak block and all that. And my boots gave me shuffle and walk and weak armor. And then my golem cleaver. All these are things that I've grabbed from the first quest as loot drops. You can see I have here, and that gives me all these nice attack cards. Then I've got a elf priestess, no, elf wizard, priestess. Don't remember exactly her class. One of those. But she's got, I think she's a wizard actually. So she's got a staff and a wand and some boots. I don't have an arcane item yet for her, but she's got little zap and zap, all of which do fairly decent damage for her level. She's level 2. This guy's level 2, 15 health. And then I've got a dwarf priest, and she she has access to all this stuff, as you can imagine, based on things that I've dropped or that I've gotten as loot, and all those things. Now you can go to the tavern here, and you can pick up other warriors and other characters. You got human priests, you've got elf priests, dwarf priests, human wizards. Wizard, priest, and warrior are your different classes, and these are all the different things you can do. The ones that I got here were free with the the first module. These you can you then have to recruit for 10 gold, which you see your gold is up here. You gather gold as you do things in game. Now this is free to play, so there is a monetization model around it. I don't quite understand the monetization model yet, but I'll show you what it looks like here. If I look at say this here, pizza slices, you see they've got this basically linked into Steam Wallet here. You pay some money and you get different editions. This one, the basic edition for 20 bucks, contains everything you need to fully enjoy Card Hunter, lucrative adventures, extra loot, figure variants, and so on. 11 treasure hunt adventures, 1 month club membership, 100 pizza slices, 9 extra figures, and it's all got a discount, as well as you get the Citadel bundle and the AOTA bundle. Don't know what that is. And then you can, of course, buy pizza slices and large boxes of pizza. These pizza slices are what give you gold. So it's something like, convert that into gold. So exchange rate is 1 pizza slice gives you 10 gold, and so on and so forth. You do obviously get gold from running through the modules. From what I understand, I kind of trolled through the forums just a little bit, just to kind of get an idea of what's going on there. You can pretty much play this game without doing too much as far as the pizza slices and all that stuff goes. People have reported hitting a wall right around level 10, where the game suddenly goes from ridiculously easy to balls hard, and there's all kinds of builds and meta game around what cards are best to use and so on and so forth. So it does sound like if you don't, buy stuff, you will have a bit of a grind ahead of you for gold, but I don't know exactly how much gold drops on each thing. I haven't played enough of it to really tell you that. So always do your due diligence before you jump into something that's free to play, because you never know. You never know what you're going to get until you get into it. But anyway, speaking of that, we go to the armory here where I was before. I showed you this. This is all the stuff that I could buy if I had the gold for it. You can also, there's all kinds of sorting here. You can sort by level, sort by name, power, you can sort by price. You can also click on something in your inventory and then it'll sort by whatever. It'll show you all the boots that are there. In this particular case, what will go in there. If I do shield, it'll show me all the shields that are available, so on and so forth. You can also do that from the drop down as well, and pull those into your inventory, and then you can use them on your characters as needed. Also, in addition to that, if that wasn't enough, if I come over here, you see I've got, because I completed this first adventure, I got a keep. I have a keep on the hinterlands. This is where my collection is. This is where all the stuff is that I have gathered, along with amber shards. Some of these are just treasure items like this that are unusable. Basically, you just you sell these off and you get a bunch of money for them. That is the whole point of that. You get some gold for that. So this is how you actually get some gold in the game. And then these are some of the other items that I picked up along the way. This is a treasure item, so I should sell that off. Venturing boots and so on and so forth. I tried to sell some of these, but it said, oh, you can't do that yet. So I don't know when. I'm sure at some point I'll be able to sell these. I don't know when that actually is. But these you can sell because right away. So if I actually go back to the armory here, I think it should let me, yeah, let's sell these. Just drag them up there. And let's see if it lets me sell this.
Uh-oh.
No, you can't sell usable items now, only treasure. Later in the campaign, you'll be able to sell usable items. That's what it was saying before. This one is unusable, so we'll sell that. You can also control click to do that instead of dragging and dropping. I'm just being lazy at this point, and these are all things I can't sell yet. So now we're back up to 84 gold. So I could, if I wanted to, like, really equip my guys, like, you need some sort of divine weapon, don't you? Because that would be really good. What do you have? What is this? Expensive, and the level is above your renown. So we have level 1 renown. I don't know what renown means yet. They haven't explained that yet. I have a feeling that the tutorial is going to be continuing as I go here. I would have started back at level 1, but because this is an online game, they don't, it's just like any sort of MMO-ish kind of thing where it's like, it's not an MMO, but it's like any other online game. My account is out there and they don't like reset things, right? It's just, you just play and that's that. So I think I could go back and replay the module if I wanted to, but I can't reset my characters, at least not easily anyway, which is kind of weird, but whatever. It is what it is. It's an online game. It's meant to be online. There is actually right now a world chat, which I'm sure people are on here saying some stuff. It seems like there's people on. There is a whole multiplayer aspect. I'll talk about that in a little bit, but before we do that, can I grab anything? Common, level 2. I guess we'll grab this one since it gives me a simple strike and minor heal and a chop. So let's do that. Kabam. All right, so that gives us some more cards to deal with. Does he have a? He has common boots. Okay. Can I get him something a little bit more stylish here? Level 4, level 3, level 3, level 1. So it's not really going to do much. Yeah, it's just reliable hide and all that. This one, he's got level 2, or she does. She can have level 2. Which gives her walk and reliable hide, but she's got cloth armor, so it doesn't really need reliable hide. But the reliable hide is the sort of armor that it's an armor card that you draw it will automatically work for you. You don't have to actually play it when we get into the game, which I should get into very quickly here instead of showing you all the menus. But before we do that, let me just show you the daily deal here. This every day gives you access to lots of stuff that you can buy, like epic weapons. As you can see, like 27,500 gold. I have a feeling, given that I only have 79 gold, I have a feeling that this is not something that is very easy to obtain in-game, unless you pay for some pizza slices and then have it. I'm just guessing. I don't know for sure. Maybe there is. Maybe it is, ridiculously easy. I can't tell you. Couldn't tell you. But I haven't played long enough to tell you about that. But anyway, that's what we got there. And if we exit, now what we should do is to start our second level adventure, our level 2 adventure. We've got a level 3 and a level 4 that start up. Which one? So we have 2 level 2 adventures, the Troglodytes and the Wizard's Workshop. Let's do the Wizard's Workshop and start this up. The wizard seeks you out with an unusual offer of employment. Liberate his home from his crazed magical constructs. And as you can see, this does, if you've ever played pen and paper RPGs, this probably looks really similar to things that you've done there. Here's my party here. It's a regular adventure, so you just get experience and bonus loot out of it. The wizard Alozio has asked you for help. Alozio? I guess that's how you pronounce it. It seems his recent mechanical creations have gone haywire, attacking anyone who steps foot inside his tower. He offers to reward you if you will rid his home of the out-of-control golems and ornithopters. Will you climb the forbidding stairs to the Wizard's Workshop? 3 deadly battles for levels 2 to 3. There we go. All right, let's begin our adventure. And Module 1. Alozio's tower is neat and well furnished. The wizard is an enthusiastic horticulturist and has placed magnificent ficus trees in the corners of this room. As you step inside the tower, 2 tin golems whir into life and lurch toward you with murderous intent. This guy here, this adventure will teach you the importance of armor. Pay attention and you might just learn something. This is the guy when you start out the game, we actually steal his character for a little bit and play as a level 30 character, and then he kicks us out and says, "Start your own, start your own damn module." So he is along the way. I think Marcus is his name, maybe something like that. All right, battle, and we'll get to show you what the battles look like. Encounter! Metallic monstrosities bar your way. They are out of control and no longer serve their master. Alrighty then. So, here's the playing board. You can see it's just a grid-based playing board. There are barriers along the way that you can't get through. Line of sight is important. In this case, not so much because we can get anywhere we want to go. There are also special, things along the way, but you'll see as we get a little bit further along. And now all my characters have drawn cards. The idea here is you play these cards, you play as many as you want, or as many as you want, basically, or as many as you can. And when you're finished, you pass. Now, again, this is sort of, I guess this is played as sort of rounds. So I'll play a card, then the enemy will play a card, then I can play a card, and the enemy plays a card, so on and so forth, bounces back and forth. When you no longer want to play any more cards, you hit pass. The other team, the AI in this case, has a chance to either continue playing or to pass. If they pass, then turn ends. And you start a new turn, and you draw. Everybody draws new cards. Also, if there's any effects going on, like poison or something like that, that will take effect at the end of the turn. So, or continue effect at the end of the turn. I hope I explained all that well, because it's kind of one of those things where it's easier to see than to talk about. So first things first, let us take our warrior and let's make him move forward. And as you see, they have moved forward. This guy's got 15 hit points. That's the little number there. My guy's got 15, 14, and 9 here. And this golem has that as well. The arrow is important. You see where the green boxes are. That's which way he's facing. If you get behind an enemy, you can actually do more damage to them. And then there was actually earlier on in the module where the enemy was facing one way. You do damage to him from behind, he'll turn around the other way, and then you have another character over here do damage from behind again, and you get the extra bonus from constantly doing back strikes and all that stuff. Alright, and all these are short range attacks. As you can see, the red box is there, so I can't do anything more with him right now. With her, she is a wizard, so she doesn't really want to get into too much. She doesn't want to get into hand-to-hand, but she does want to get some line of sight on things, because her big zap needs that. So I'm going to move her over to here. The arrows make a difference. The arrows that show up when you run determine which way you're going to face. Your character's going to face. So you got to be careful about that. And our dwarf lady here is the slowest of all. So she's going to have to just deal with taking up the rear for the moment. Okay, and anything else? So you can run, you don't have any more movement cards, which is unfortunate, because I would really like to see the AI passed, so all I have to do is end the round if I want to. I can't pass again. I just have to end the round if that's all I want to do. You can walk some more, so I'm going to have you walk over this way, which actually puts you in her line of sight, which is not ideal, but hopefully not terrible. Let's actually move her over slightly, like that. Trying to get her into position. Probably should have gone a little bit further up than that, because she's still not close enough to do any damage. But I think that's good right now. So let's end the round. And because I ended the round, you have to get down to 2 cards. You're only allowed to bring 2 cards per character into the next round. So I have both of my characters here, my priestess and my wizardess, or whatever you want to call her. They have only 2 cards, so they're good. My warrior, though, has a 3rd card, and he needs to discard at least one of these cards in order to continue. So we're going to, that's 3 damage. Let's get rid of Weak Strike. And then we'll draw new cards, because the round has started. Skin is Clumsy. Trait. Attach this card to yourself. You cannot turn to face your target when attacking, and you do not turn to face attackers. Duration 1. Okay. That's this guy. This guy is clumsy, so he can't turn to face his attackers, which would be useful if I could get behind him. If I could get her behind him, that would be good, but she's not going to be able to dash far enough, I don't think. I could try. Yeah, I don't want her to get too close to them, because it's going to be a problem. But at the same time, I could make her run up to here. Okay, good. That actually worked really well. So can I make her turn around, though? That's the question. I don't think I can, because everything's sort of turned the other way. Can I still strike him, though? I probably can still strike him. Yeah, because I still have the area of effect here. So let's do that. And let's do this, because this guy can't block it. Bam. Okay, so it took 5 points off of him. And I guess might as well have her do a simple strike too. This guy can't block either, so that's only going to do 3 points. Let's focus on one at a time here. Go, cloth armor. Oh, so what happened here? It goes by fast, but one of the golems attacked my who is Nordiston? Nordiston is her. Okay, one of them attacked my priestess or wizardess, I should say, but she had the cloth armor card, and that forces the computer to roll a dice, and it triggers on a roll of 3 or more. So if the computer rolled 1 or 2, they would have actually penetrated my armor and hit me, but because they rolled a 4, I block it. That's how that works. I partially block it. It only took 2 points of damage there on that one. All right, so let's see. I could move her out of danger slightly. That would be a good idea, I think. But before we do that, let's see if I can... can I get this guy somewhere? Oh, yes, I can. I can put him... right here behind this guy because he turned around. And then we can say bludgeon, which automatically targeted the only... which automatically targeted the only target that was in range for me, so that was good. And then we can shuffle. I don't think it works from the side, but I'll shuffle. What does that do? Oh, it's just a new card. It's just telling me that was a new card. That's all. All right, so go over there. Whenever you have a new card, like with the exclamation point, it'll pop up. It'll stop for a moment and pop up and let you read the card so you can see what's going on with it. And if I do that... Okay, I don't think that did much, but at least he's down to 8 now. And then we've got our Dwarf Warrior here who's been very... What does Unholy Frenzy do? Troops benefit from many different... it does what? It's 1 damage, 6 range. I don't know. Frenzy 2, duration 2. So add 2 damage to any melee attack you play, or 1 damage to any magic or projectile attack. Okay. That's just for my guy, I think. So I'll do that. That's active now, and we will do this simple strike since that's all he's got. Kabam. Alright, so he's down to 4 points. I like how when you roll over them, they actually... things go invisible so that you can see what's going on there. All right, Tin Golem has no more actions. So the other thing I should mention up here is these Tin Golems are both sharing a deck. So that's why it says they have no more actions, right? Because there's nothing else here that's worth playing, I guess, for them. So this isn't always the case. Sometimes you'll encounter enemies that have their own separate decks, just like your characters do. So in this case, they're both sharing the same one, so they both have to deal with the actions of the other. And I guess we could do a... How many points does she have? Can we do a minor heal on her? Heal of 2. So what does that do? Restore 2 points of health to target. Health cannot increase beyond its starting value. Alright, fine. So she's back up to full health now. 9 of 9. That was actually a good card. 15 of 15, and you're 12 of 14. Alright. We are good there, I would say. So let's end the round. And we need to discard. So we will discard walk, I guess. We should get another movement card. Yeah, there we go. And weakened armor failed. So they're gonna hit us. Gonna hit us pretty good. Yep, there we go. So what else do we got? This guy's down to 8, right? So can I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? Just do a stab and just be done with it. Let's get her started here. How much does this guy have left? 4 points. So a zap will be enough because this does 4 damage. Assuming this guy doesn't block it. Oh yeah, he can't block it. Alright. And male reduced damage by 2. Okay. Alright, so they were able to get some damage reduction there. But that's okay because he's turned around now, so I think my folk here will be able to take care of that. Oh, nope, it knocked it down to just 1 point. This damn thing is pulling all the stops out. But that's actually good. One of the techniques they say when they're teaching you the game in the earlier tutorials is that if you know your like you can see their cards right now, some of their cards anyway. If you know what the cards they have to play, you can actually use a weak attack to force them to one of their cards to trigger, and then they lose the ability to use that card anymore, and then that opens them up to a heavier attack later on by either your character or another one of your characters. So there's a lot of technique and knowing your battlefield, as it were, knowing your opponents as it is, as you're doing this stuff. So, what does this do? Frenzy 2. Their faith robbed them of both fear and a sense equal measure. Add 2 damage to any melee attack you play, or 1 damage to any magic or projectile attack. Okay. So, that's not going to be helpful for him, though, because, well, I accidentally activated it. Can I unactivate it? Yeah. All right. Because this guy's only got 1 damage left, and I don't have any. That doesn't work for allies, though, does it? Oh, it does. I can target them. Ooh. Okay. So if I do that and I target him. Right. Excellent. Oh, they swapped positions. How about them apples? All right. He's on frenzy. How long does frenzy last? I hope it lasts for one more movement here, or else it's not gonna work so well. Oh, but he's still in stab range. Ooh, okay. And Unholy Frenzy gives you another 2 damage to any melee attack. So do that. Alright, he took a little bit of damage from this guy, but they're running out of cards, I would say. So let's go stabby stab on this one. And both of those cards come into play, and his armor helped him out a bit there. But that's okay. We're down to 3 on that guy, 1 on this guy. Let's get a little zap here on this one. Nice. Nice. That's 1 down. And we don't have any other cards here. So let's try to get these guys. Let's try to get her out of firing range here. So we'll get her over to here, say. Try to get a little bit away from everything. This guy, we're gonna have him come up here. And my guy, we're gonna have him maybe, I guess, come over this way a little bit. Not ideal, but he's got 11 points. He's got more points, more health than all my other ones. So that should work out at least somewhat. And I think, yeah, I could have her. See, I think he's going to be in the way. So I should probably move her slightly over this way. There we go. All right, good. We'll end the round. Oh, you moved up that way. Well, that was weird. So I guess we'll just do that. Oh, Frenzy was still in there, and he failed both of his armor checks. He failed, and we got victory out of that. Yeah. All right. I've ordered us some Papa Manchu pizza. It should be here soon. Cool. Aftermath. The once elegant room is now ruined. The golems have been reduced to piles of scrap metal amongst the debris of fine decor. You'll leave the broken parts for Alonso to clean up and climb to the 2nd tower level. Collect loot. Alright, so this is the Aftermath where we collect loot of this module, or well, that part of the module. So we'll open the chest up. And we got... I suppose it would be too much to expect that you youngsters have joined the Card Hunter Club yet. As usual, I have to explain everything. Club members get an extra item each time they open a chest.
Yes.
Serious players will click the button next to the club symbol at the top of the screen to find out more. Okay, so that's that club thing that we're talking about. Where if you're part of the club, which is like a monthly fee or whatever, then you get an extra item. In this case, it's just conch shell. I'm not going to worry about that right now. We get a blunt sword and a common shield, two things that we pretty much have. Although the common shield will be useful, I'd say. So we'll take all. You can just say take all and continue. Pizza, one large with tofu and pineapple. With extra tofu, right? Of course, don't forget that order. Couldn't forget that order. Oh, you're welcome then. I mean, sorry, or thanks. Right. So, level 2, or module 2 here. Workshop level 2. The second floor of Aloysio's tower is a kitchen. 2 more tin golems defend this area, this time accompanied by a pair of ornithopters. You shudder at the madness of it. Living machines! What was Aloysio doing? Alright. To battle. We got like, these crude flying machines are ungracious hosts and do not welcome you here. So I do believe that we have barricades here. I think these barrels probably will stop us. Is that a case? No, maybe not. Maybe not. I'm not sure. I don't know if you can shoot over the barrels or not. It looks like you can, so not too worried about that. These are probably not. These look like they stop you from having line of sight, so you got to be sure what you're doing. All right, and we got tin golem there. My guys are in the center of everything, and we got golems and all these things all over the place here. So not cool. Not cool. All right, let's just see what we can do with this. If I have my warrior, I suppose I can have him run over this way and go after this guy. This guy's got 12 points. Oh, why not? Have him come over here. This guy's got, he's got clumsy again. All right. So we'll do enable bludgeon. There are no valid targets. All right, they passed immediately. Oh, we got, what is this? Controlled overswing. Discard your oldest card when you play this. It's basically 10 damage, like right off the bat. But I don't need that much. So we will do... Let's do Little Zap first, maybe? Or let's do Frenzy on her. Go. Ooh, ooh, okay. Some hide armor, some damage there. And then we'll do Little Zap. And yes, full damage. Sweet. We have gone to victory. That was a little bit of a by a hair's thread there. Everybody stayed alive. Oh no, I'm still holding the tip. She must think I'm a real jerk. The fight destroys the kitchen and much of its contents. You hope that all this is worth it to the errant wizard. You can now climb to the last level of the tower and secure it from its artificially assimilated assailants. Collect some loot. Open our chest. What do we got? We have got stuff that I've already got. Alright, fine. Take all and continue. Alright. I wonder what her name is. Could it be something enchanting like Lil Loriath? Nah, that's silly. Ongoing story, as always. Module 3, Workshop Apex. At the tower's apex is Aloysio's master laboratory. The walls are lined with shells of herbs, unguents, and potions. This room is guarded by an enormous bronze golem. This mechanical monstrosity represents a threat to magic, living creatures, and the Card Huntrian way of life. It must be smashed to pieces. To battle!
Encounter!
Encounter! I have in my head the image of a voice actor like, here's a whole piece of paper of 3 columns of words. We just want you to say these. Biz, clank, whir. A heavily armored bronze golem clanks into action. Okay, so now we got ourselves a boss battle. He is wow, 22 health. So this is going to be interesting. And there's also some stuff on the ground here. I don't know that slows me or what. I can never tell what is barrier and what isn't. So that's always something to keep in mind here. All right, so you probably need to get up there. So we'll say you go. Okay, these are barriers, obviously. So you go here. Do I want to do that? Yeah, let's do that. And we'll get her to move somewhere where she's got line of sight. So we'll have her dash over here. And we'll have my trusty dwarf walk over to... there's not many places you can go, is there? So we'll walk you over to this corner here, I guess. You're still out of range. That's the only problem there is you're kind of out of range, but you've got your minor heal and stuff, so that's good enough for my efforts here. So we'll give you... We'll say Frenzy. Who's got the most points, most damage that they can do? My warrior does. So Frenzy on... Oh, he's not in range. Alright, so I'm just going to put Frenzy on her. Alright, and then give her... Oh, she's not in range of the little zap. Damn it, man. I gotta pay attention to that stuff. That's going to suck. Alright, well, I'm going to have to do this guy with Bludgeon. Thickened Mail. That actually didn't stop it. And that didn't stop it either. And that didn't stop it either. Okay, so he's got 3... So he doesn't have any attack cards now. He's just got 3 mail things. Which is that other enchant would have been useful for. So Weak Strike. And... Oh, that blocked it. That blocked it entirely. Okay. So we got to get through 3 armor checks to get to that guy, and I did not. I messed up with this. She needs to be closer than that. Oh well, I always think, you know, hey, she's long range, but nope, she's not. She doesn't have any long range stuff in her inventory yet. Everything's like range 2. So, yikes on that end around. And we gotta take one of these little zaps out. Flailing Bronze Fists. Choose up to 2 different targets for this attack. Okay, so we gotta be careful about his Flailing Bronze Fists. We blocked part of that. That's good. So let's have her dash. Is that... So that's... What's that? 6 range. Oh, she's got Spark right now, which has 6 range. 2 range would be that, right? So if I dash her over to here, that'd be 1, 2... That might not be in range. 1, 2. So I might have to dash her. That might... She might be in range. Let's dash her over to here. Okay. Is she... Oh, yes, good. She is in range. All right. So we'll give... What's the Shore Blessing? Oh, Shore Strike Blessing. Okay, unblockable and penetrating. Alright, that actually would be good on this guy. So if I can get her into range of that guy. Oh, is he not? No, he's not in range of that. Alright, so move her over yonder. Ooh, that's not good. I had a feeling that that was going to happen. So what we'll do, besides having the phone ring right now, is we're going to try and do the blessing here and then see what else can do with that. So how long does that blessing last? Duration 1 or until triggered. How far does it? Doesn't extend any further than that either, does it? That's going to be interesting. Okay. I don't know if this is going to work, but let's do it. Let's do that. And now he's out of range. I had a feeling he was going to do that. Bastard. Alright. We'll do the spark, I guess. Blocked. I had a feeling that would be blocked. The bludgeon, let's run over here. Which I don't think he has the blessing anymore. Oh no, he still has it. Okay, good. So, bludgeon. Yes. Nice. Okay, 5 points of damage. Little zap. And nice. Cool. Alright, he's only got 2 armor left. That's good. Let's do this again. Okay. Excellent. Cool. Alright, so he's down to 7 now. This is working out. Let's do the minor heal on my guy. So he's back up to that. And we're good. Let's end this round. Okay, not so bad. Not so bad. Oh, I took the brunt of that. Okay. Ooh, we got Big Zap. We got Big Zap. It does 5 points of damage if I can get through. So he's got Walk and he's got Thickened Mail and 2 that we can't see. Alright, if I can get through the Thickened Mail, this will work. As if I can do it. Unholy Frenzy can't make it to her. Let's walk this guy. Or girl, I should say. I always think it's a guy because it's a dwarf, but it's not. Unholy Frenzy to her. Sweet. And okay, so he's used his walk that he had, and he's got one more card that I can't see. We'll do Big Zap. Oh, he did block it. He didn't block that, and he blocked that. Damn. All right. We did a little. Did we do a little bit of damage? I don't think we did any damage. I didn't see any. Does it say here? Took 0 arcane damage. Yeah. No, I don't think. Yeah. Failed. Reduced damage. Nope. Did no damage. Great. That sucks. That sucks. How long does these? Against most weapons. I don't know how long that armor lasts. If I can damage it. I think I damaged it last time. So I think he can damage it. Just don't know how to do it. Let's get him over here. And we'll do this. Nice. And we'll get her over here to do the simple strike. Alright. Right. Yes. Okay. Just need to do one more point of damage. Let's do this. We can do this. You got Frenzy still. Sweet. Yeah. Oh. Partially blocked, but not enough. Too little, too late for you, Gollum. Adventure complete. Onward. Boom! With your final blow, the golem explodes into a shower of cogs and gears. Aftermath. The final battle destroys the laboratory completely. Both Aloysio, the wizard, and the local authorities are grateful for the player's successful efforts. With a sigh, Aloysio swears a golem oath never to dabble in the dark arts of technology again. He rewards you with what he can salvage from his ruined lab and pledges to assist you in your further adventures whenever he can. Alright, collect loot. There's our experience points for all our peeps. And we can open the chest. What do we get? Ooh, an uncommon. 2 uncommons. Okay, and an uncommon that we can't access, but that's good. These are still like level 1 stuff. That's level 3. That looks pretty good. And that seems alright. Okay, cool. Take all and finish. Renown up. Okay. Yes, your renown went up. More renown means cheaper prices in the shops. Increase your renown by completing more adventures. Okay. So that's basically what that does. Woo! Chested barrels open. It lets you buy more chests if you're feeling lucky. Okay. What does that mean? Purchase chests. Yay. I'm going to give you some pizza. Try your luck on a magnificent chest. Oh, I see. You can buy chests for pizza or gold. A simple chest for gold and pizza for magnificent chests. And in order to get pizza, you got to actually purchase that. Okay, so now we're kind of seeing where the monetization is coming in. All right, that's fine. So let's do this. Let's buy that and open it. And uncommon and a rare and a rare. Excellent. Ooh, you got a powerful item that requires a power token. You'll get power tokens as you level up. You can see any power tokens needed when you mouse over an item. All right, so what is this? Level 19. Wow. Fragile shielded mail, trained stoutness, rare dwarf skill, rare divine skill, focus cleansing, common elf skill level 13, and level 9 common divine weapon. All right, take all those. Sweet, they are now in our inventory, and we'll exit. And then Randamar's rarities. Watch out, this shop sells a lot of items that require power tokens. Power requirements look like little beads next to them names when you mouse over them. You'll get power tokens as you level up, so you'll probably shouldn't buy anything that needs a token to use just yet. Okay, what does that mean? Power tokens. I guess these little things over here are the power tokens. Oh, okay. All right, that's kind of a weird mechanic, but I guess that's just to keep you from getting overpowered loot before you before the modules demand it. I guess it's a balancing thing that they've done. Okay. Well, I think I've played longer than this video is going to be longer than I really intended, but there's a lot of information here, and you can see how the game plays out. This is Card Hunters. It is by Blue Mango, and it is free to play. It is available on Steam. It does have in-app purchases, so always keep an eye out for that. I have not played enough of it to let you know exactly how fair or unfair or not fair or completely fair, whatever the case may be, those microtransactions are, but they are there. I guess would I call them microtransactions? I suppose they're close enough to that they are. But there you go. There you have it. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time.